Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Today is going to be more of a serious video. If you didn't know, I am a psychology major. I have been passionate about mental health for many years. I started studying psychology in my senior year of high school, and ever since then I have been studying psychology. So I am about to graduate from college with a bachelor's in psychology this coming up May. I'm very excited about that. So I feel like not only do I have experience with this topic, but I also have some education in it as well. We are talking about anxiety, and in general any kind of mental health concern. I think anxiety has become almost like an epidemic. I don't want to get too personal about this, but recently I have been feeling a bit more anxious than normal. The past few months have just been very crazy for me. I have been going through a lot of changes in my life, and I think that has brought on more anxiety than I am used to. So this topic is very fresh in my mind, and I am not used to this. To be honest, I have a lot more experience with the depression side of things. That is something that I won't get into because that is a whole other ball game. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the tips that I have come up with regarding how to deal with anxiety or how to cope with it. So let's do this thing. The first thing is to get plenty of sleep. Sleep is very important. And it has been proven that lack of sleep makes you more irritable, it puts you on edge, and it keeps you from thinking as clearly as you could. So if you are already anxious and then you don't get enough sleep, you're going to be even more irritable, and it's really going to affect your mood. Next is to eat regularly and eat well. There are a few people in my life actually where I will talk to them and I'll be like, hey, what did you eat for breakfast? Or what did you have for lunch? And they'll say, oh, I forgot to eat, or I didn't eat anything. In my opinion, I think that is crazy. I mean, first of all, I could never forget to eat because I love to eat. But other than that, it is so important to eat regularly, at least have, the basic 3 meals a day. You need to keep yourself properly nourished and well fed. This is going to help your brain to think properly. It's going to help you deal with stress and emotions. It also puts your body in a healthier state so that it is more equipped to deal with these kinds of things. So make sure you are eating enough, and not only that, but try and eat as healthy as you can. Get plenty of fruits and vegetables. Make sure that you are just getting proper nutrition. You don't want to just fill up on junk food. Junk food can actually affect anxiety as well. Next is kind of a personal preference. I like to make lists to organize my thoughts and things that I have to do. For some people, creating lists may emphasize your symptoms of anxiety, so just do what is best for you. Personally, I find that making lists helps me to get my thoughts onto a piece of paper so that they're not all running amok throughout my head just over and over again, thinking things all the time. Getting them down on a piece of paper helps to kind of get them out of your head and into a more physical place so they have less power over you. This next tip kind of goes along with making lists, and that is to keep yourself distracted and get out of your own head. If you spend a bunch of time sitting around thinking about things, worrying about things, this is just going to antagonize your anxiety. So it helps to kind of keep yourself distracted, whether that's watching TV, watching a movie, reading a book, engaging in something, doing some kind of hobby, something that keeps you out of your own head. This is going to help distract you from your thoughts a lot more. Listen to cheery or relaxed music. I am a fan of metal music, which may surprise some of you. However, I have found that when I listen to metal music for too long, or I don't kind of break away from that every once in a while, I tend to feel a little bit more weighed down emotionally. Metal music can be kind of dark sometimes, and just the general tone of the music can kind of bring you down sometimes. So if you listen to that kind of music for too long, it's going to start affecting you. So in those cases, I like to start listening to playlists that are more cheerful or relaxed. So for me, I like to go on Spotify and listen to indie playlists or like coffee house music. It kind of relaxes you and calms you down. And cheerful music lifts you up. Next is to take a hot shower or bath. Not only does this just feel good and get you all nice and clean, but hot showers or a hot bath relaxes your muscles, which can ease tension from anxiety. Drink some tea or hot chocolate and sit down with a good book, or binge watch your favorite TV show on Netflix, or watch a good movie. Just get really comfy and get a really warm glass of tea or something and just sit there and enjoy some time to yourself. One thing that has actually been proven to help with anxiety is breathing exercises. If you go online and you search breathing exercises for anxiety, I believe that there is specific breathing exercises that kind of help to slow your heart rate down. So if you are someone who struggles with having really fast-paced heart rate, or your heart is pounding and racing all the time, try these breathing exercises because they will help to kind of slow down your blood flow and slow down your heart so you won't be physically feeling the anxiety as much. Take a walk outside to get some sun or fresh air. This is something that I find very helpful. I believe that it has also been proven that being outside in nature, being more connected to your surroundings and the earth, also helps with any kind of mental health issues. I find that going outside, especially during this time of year where it is beautiful outside, where I live, we are in fall right now, so the weather is like 60 degrees and the leaves are changing color and it's just beautiful outside. Going outside for me really helps me to kind of get out of the house, obviously, get out of my head and realize that the world is so much bigger than what goes on in your head and what you're feeling right now. Getting vitamin D also helps to boost your mood. This next one also is personal preference, and it is to speak to a therapist or a psychiatrist. If you just try to talk to your loved ones or people that are closest to you, it can be hard to deal with these kinds of things because the person you are talking to has a subjective bias towards you. They may not be able to give you objective help per se, so speaking to a therapist not only helps you to get your thoughts out and your feelings out, but it also allows someone to kind of bounce ideas off of you that are objective and really just trying to help you. Along with that, tell someone that cares about you what is going on. Don't let it just stay bottled up inside. Make sure that you get it out and you let someone know. So many people are suffering in silence and you don't have to. It may feel like people won't understand or people will judge you, but if someone really, really cares about you, telling them that you are struggling, they are going to be concerned for you and they are going to just want to help you and do what's best for you. So make sure that you have people around you that are like that so you feel comfortable opening up about it. This next one is something that really helps me, and that is to purposely tell myself to focus only on what is happening right now in front of me. I spend a lot of time worrying about things that haven't happened yet, things that may never happen, things that are way in the future, or things that won't even happen at all. I just spend too much time worrying about things that aren't happening, that aren't in front of me. So in those cases, I remind myself, take a step back, realize what you are doing in this moment, and just try to focus on that. And that'll probably silence a lot of your fears and your worries. So try and focus on the now. Treat yourself to small things. It may seem kind of small, but treating yourself to a candy bar or your favorite coffee or a milkshake or that dress that you've been looking at the store for months. It may seem so small, but just treating yourself to little things like that you know are going to boost your mood and make you feel good, those can drastically impact how you feel, at least for the rest of the day or for the rest of the week. I find that when I am feeling down, I love to get myself and iced coffee. Iced coffees are my absolute favorite thing in the world practically. So I like to get iced coffee when I'm feeling down. I also love chocolate, so sometimes when I'm feeling down I like to eat chocolate, or get a candy bar, or get a chocolate milkshake. It may seem kind of small, but it really does help. Find an outlet to express your emotions and frustrations. Sometimes talking about it doesn't really help. In those cases, what might help is to kind of physically get those things, those feelings out of you. Say for example, if you are someone who is really angry or just frustrated with how things are going with you right now, then maybe you would find it therapeutic to go to a batting cage and hit some baseballs. Maybe that'll help get some of your frustration out. Or also just exercise in general. This is gonna help you to sort your thoughts out, and it'll also give you endorphins, which will automatically make you feel a little bit better. Or find a hobby like knitting or scrapbooking or doing YouTube videos or something like that. Just find some kind of activity to keep you occupied and also to help you get out your frustration. One of the things that stresses me out a lot is when I have, or I feel like I have a million different things to do and no time to do them. This creates a lot of anxiety for me. So what I think is helpful is to schedule time to do tasks, to get things done. If you schedule, say, an hour block of time in your day to do a certain thing, then you know that you are going to have time to do it and you know when it's going to come up. It is not like, say, if you didn't plan it out and then for that whole entire day you spend it worrying, when am I going to get this done, you know? So if you schedule it, you know that you're going to get it done, you know when you're going to get it done, and it'll be harder to avoid it and procrastinate, which can also add to anxiety. Last but not least is, yet again, another personal thing. I like to keep something on me or in my purse or in my pocket, some kind of small object that I can pretty much just put in my hands and give my hands something to do. It sounds kind of weird. I hope I can explain it right. But when I get anxious, one of the things that I tend to do is to go like this with my hands. I find that this helps to relax me, or it keeps my hands occupied in doing something. Basically, I'm just really fidgety. So if I have like a little knick-knack or like a stress ball, for example, and I keep that on me, then it gives my hands something to do and it helps me to calm down. So if this is you, or you find that this might help you, you could get a stress ball, or even just like a ball of sticky tack that you can kind of like pull apart like this, or like a clicker or something like that. Something that is going to help you to relax. It all depends on what helps you, but I find that this really helps calm me down. So those are all the tips that I have for dealing with anxiety. These are obviously not the only ways that you can deal with it. There are so many different resources for you out there that can help you to deal with this. Most importantly, if you are dealing with something or struggling, let someone know. You deserve to be helped. You deserve to feel better. Don't take this all on yourself. Let other people help you. Reach out to someone, because it does matter and you matter. So make sure that you don't let this stay bottled up inside. If any of you are struggling, I am completely here for you. Even if you are a complete and total stranger, you can message me, leave me a comment, anything. I will be here for you. Also, make sure to leave a comment down below if you have any other tips for dealing with anxiety to help anyone else who watches this video. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel to be notified every time I put up a new video. I upload new ones every single week, so be on the lookout for those, and until my next video, I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.